As an elementary physical education teacher within the Aurora Public School District, you play a vital role in shaping students' physical, social, emotional, and mental development. Our primary goal is to provide a safe, respectful, and inclusive environment that fosters growth and skill development across multiple domains. For our beginner learners, instruction emphasizes spatial awareness, locomotor movements, and safe transitioning as they gradually integrate equipment use. As students progress, they develop foundational skills that serve as a basis for group games and activities, where they begin to engage in offensive and defensive strategies, leading to more rigorous and complex learning experiences. A well-rounded physical education program includes exposure to fundamental skills such as throwing, catching, striking, dribbling, dancing, tumbling, kicking, punting, jumping, serving, juggling, scooting, balancing, pushing, rolling, tossing, chipping, crawling, flipping, hanging, stacking, and climbing, to say a few. However, the impact of physical education extends beyond just physical development. It's our responsibility to cultivate an environment that embraces diverse cultures, varying ability levels, and principles of good sportsmanship, both in winning and losing. Additionally, it is essential to teach students resilience, emphasizing that skill development requires patience, practice, and perseverance. As educators, we must model flexibility and empathy, recognizing that some students may struggle and require additional resources and support. The provided video emphasizes the significance of consistency and established routines in creating an effective learning environment. It also offers valuable resources to further professional development and insight into best practices for teaching physical education at the elementary level. We encourage you to explore these materials to enhance your instructional approach and support towards student success. Creating a predictable environment for students is imperative for students to feel safe. Students need to know what they are expected to do from the beginning of class until the end of class, which is why it's important to have consistent, structured daily routines. A daily lesson should have the following components: an instant activity or warm-up, a health concept, activity time, a closure, and then a way students line up and exit class. Now, I'll explain the importance of each as well as give an example of how I use these for my elementary school students. First, an instant activity or warm-up is important because it allows students to get any energy out before you go over any important information needed for the daily lesson. My warm-up consists of 2 parts for my 3rd through 5th graders. 3rd through 5th grade walk into class and grab a Plicker card to answer any health question, followed by a warm-up called wall ball. Once they are done with wall ball, they will go to their squad lines to review Plicker questions or the health concept for the day, and then we'll go over the daily objective for the physical activity part. I use squad lines because it spreads students out enough to easily see if students are not engaged when delivering instruction. The second part of the lesson, or activity time, should be the meat and potatoes of the lesson. This can be any sport skills, games, or activity that you have set up. The key to this section is to have modifications for students to feel successful as well as something to work towards. I recommend having a few activities during this part of the lesson as it should be the largest chunk of time during your class period. Transitions are also very important when thinking about equipment that you're going to use, how you're going to line up and group your students, thinking about how and where your students will move from activity to activity prior to your lesson. Next, every lesson should have a reflection at the end of class. It's important to review both good and sometimes bad things that happen in a class period. After my students clean up their activity, they will go to their squad line to review. We will review what we learned for the day as well as what we can expect in the following class period. I'll provide any group feedback and we'll line up the students. If there's any extra time, I'll ask health questions to line up first, or we'll do a quick activity with the little guys before we line up. Last, when it's time to line up, I have my own unique way of lining up. I offer classes free PE time if they can line up perfect. Once my students are lined up and look ready for the hallway, they have one more job that I require before they exit, which is their daily effort grade. My students have to show me a nonverbal grade as they exit the gym. I do this to hold them accountable for their behavior every class period. If you use these components in every lesson, your classes will be more predictable throughout the school year. If you're interested in learning more about my routines, you can find videos on the following components on my YouTube channel: the Plicker routine, the wall ball warm-up, a variety of units and ideas for the physical activity portion, a squad line video, lining up video, and last, an exit slip video. I forgot to mention the best day of the school year, field day. Yes, it's a lot of planning, but if planned well, whether it be water stations, classroom games, or obstacle courses, it's the best day our students, staff, and community will cherish forever. And then last, one of the biggest parts of being a PE teacher is that once you've established your teaching methods, you can create an even bigger impact beyond the gym. Imagine organizing a community-wide turkey trot that becomes an annual tradition, or starting clubs like fitness club, running club, or even a juggling club, giving students new ways to stay active and engaged. You can take leadership in committees like PBIS, running quarterly assemblies that celebrate the positive moments we see every day. You could even help facilitate student council, organizing monthly spirit days or community service initiatives that make a real difference. Teaching is one of the most impactful professions when you're committed to growth and innovation, and you're never in it alone. I'm always here to support anyone in the district with any of these ideas. Better yet, I invite you to visit my school, watch a class, co-teach for a day, and see the possibilities firsthand. I hope you like this video, and please subscribe for more free ideas.